here's a common problem on the guitar: how to change the chords quicker and how to improve the transition between the chords. Okay, because one thing is to learn the shapes, like A minor, C major, G, and E, and so on. And the second thing is actually being able to change between these chords quicker. Okay, to improve the transitions, because it always takes time. Okay, to go from one chord to the next one. Okay, first and the most important tip: try to be relaxed. Okay, because many times we cannot change the chords quickly, let's say going from A minor to C, because we are pressing so strong these chords that our hand is so tense that it takes literally some time to relax these fingers, because you'll be actually, before you'll be able to move this to the next position. Okay, so remember, when you play on the guitar, you have to kind of be relaxed. All the top part of your body needs to be relaxed. Okay, of course, playing the instrument requires certain amount of tension because you need to press the chords, but don't overpress. Okay, don't press too strong. Okay, so you have to be kind of relaxed. So this is one of the most important things: try to be relaxed. Okay, when you approach the guitar. So let's go, for instance, to A minor chord. Okay, so first step might be to work on the chord in this way. I try to find the chord A minor, just strum this, and I relax my hand. So this is my first step, just trying to make myself familiar with the chord A minor. And I go again, A minor, and I relax my hand. And one more time, A minor, and I relax my hand. Now look, it may be not so easy for you, because maybe you notice that you go to A minor like this. You have to kind of build this, okay? But it's fine, okay? Over the time, you get better with this, okay? So this is the most common exercise they may do, yeah? Play the chord, relax your hand, and play the chord, okay? Second exercise they may do will be to do something like this. Play the chord down, lift up the chord slightly, play open strings, and again place this finger back, lift up this chord, and play up. Okay, so it's kind of something like this. Okay, it may look easier than it is, but this is another way of working on the chord transitions. Okay, this is kind of preparation for chord transitions. Okay, so stay with me. I get to the point where we're going to move between the chords. Okay, so look, play the chord. On the up stroke, you just relax these fingers, lift this up slightly, and you place this back. Now, one of the most important thing here is when you lift up the chord, try to keep the shape, let's say, of A minor chord. So you are not going like this and then back, yeah, but you try to lift up the fingers and you hold the shape all the time, kind of the same way. Okay, now look, learning to improve the chord transitions is a quite long process. Okay, so you have to include this in your practicing schedule. Okay, so let's say if I would pick up the guitar and I'm starting to practicing, one of the first things I may do as a practice is to, for instance, for 2 or 3 minutes, just to change the chords just the way I showed you. Okay, like this, and then I may go, for instance, to C and I try to do the same. Okay, just like this. Okay, in an easy, relaxed way, and then maybe G and all this stuff. Okay, as a warm-up. Now look, you have to play this as slow as possible in order to make this chord sounds good. Remember, the quality is the most important thing. It's much more important than the quantity, okay, and the speed. Okay, so make sure you play this slow enough to make it work for you. Okay, don't rush, you've got plenty of time. Okay, and the most important thing, don't be frustrated, because frustration is not very helpful. Okay, there's no need to be frustrated. Okay, if you play things very slowly, you will become very, very good on the guitar. Okay, I always repeat this, you know, there's no difference between good musicians and, you know, and somebody who is starting to play the guitar. They've been in the same place. It's more about focus practice and trying to work on the things slowly, you know, and making things sounds good. Okay, so this is one of the ways again to practice the chord. Okay, now we can try actually to change between the chords, let's say A minor and C. Okay, and now what you want to do, again, you want to keep your fingers relaxed. Okay, so don't tense. Okay, you have to kind of observe the fingers and try to see the pattern, what your fingers are doing. Okay, so when I go to C major, in this case, I just take my third finger and I position this on the 3rd fret 5th string. Okay, try to memorize this motion very slowly. Okay, try to see the pattern between the chords, how they are linking together. Okay, and then work on the transition, okay? Like this, very slowly, play A minor, and play C. And one more time, A minor, and then play C. A minor, and C. Relax your hand, don't over practice things, okay? And let's try this one more time, A minor, and C. A minor, and C. It's pretty easy, okay? It's not very demanding way of practicing, okay? Second way of practicing the chords, now will be to do very similar thing we've done as a second exercise on the A minor chord. I'm going to play down A minor, up, open strings, and then C. And then back to A minor, open, C, open, and C, and so on. Does it make sense? So this is another way of exercising the chords. Let's say we've got the problem playing chord C because you want to improve the speed going to the C chord, okay? And let's say when you approach the chord C, you play like this, 1, 2, 3, okay? You land this way on the chord, okay? And no matter what, you cannot land with all these 3 fingers at the same time on the chord. We just go always 1, 2, 3 and the chord, yeah? So one of the ways to work on this chord will be to reverse the motion. I would try to play 3, 2, 1 and play one more time. Look, 3, 2, 1, 3, 2, 1. And what's happening is actually because you play this backwards, it's very possible that you'll meet somewhere in between with both these patterns going this way and going this way, okay? Because your transition will improve both ways. Does it make sense? Okay? So this is kind of again exercise that I notice works for me when I start to learn how to play the guitar, going this way and then maybe reverse the motion, okay? But what is important in all these things, I think in all this practice is to decide that you need to spend some time just practicing the chord changes. So don't play the songs, don't play the strummings and all this stuff, just focus purely on the chord changes, okay? And focus entirely on this hand. Look how your fingers are moving in between, okay? Try to identify some inefficient movements in your fingers, okay? If you have any questions, you can always post some questions on the Facebook, Twitter, my website guitarcouch.com, and I try to do the video for you.